Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Insight evening. We're in the thick of it, rehearsing, and I can't tell you what an exciting thing it is, because the piece is enormous, as you've probably heard, or you might know if you've seen it before. But it has so many contrasting elements in it. Berlioz was, in many ways, a maverick as a human being, but certainly as a musician. He tells this story in a way that is full of his customary electricity, drama, and the elements of surprise are there at all times. And what Berlioz does is he creates this situation, this false situation that we know about, and leaves it hanging in the air, and changes, you're on, Alexandra, and introduces a completely different kind of music. One of the important rhythms for French music, and we hear this when we hear an overture in the French style. Bach wrote several, but other composers did, and it usually always incorporates this rhythm, ta-dam, ta-da, this dotted rhythm, ta-dam, 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 ta-da. And here, in the most contrasting, tragic way, you don't mind if I conduct you, Alexandra, do you? No. Oh, yeah. We hear this music. Now, we get to meet Cassandra. Cassandra, you know who Cassandra is, in the sense that you know she's somebody who predicts doom and nobody listens to her. And that's a very, very short way of describing a character Berlioz took infinite care over. When I said classical, very high classical, listen to these dotted rhythms and listen to the seriousness of it. It's just brilliant. Here's these crescendos, and then there's throbbing violas here. Now listen to these dissonances. Creating incredible expectation. There's silence. Before she speaks, there's silence.
Quel dessein fatal! Cache de ce pas l'étrange promptitude. Tout vient justifier ma sombre inquiétude.
Now, here's an in-between part where it's not recitative and it's not an aria, but she talks about the ghost of Hector. And listen to these very strange chords. Back to recitative.
Le détroit de Sigé.
Malheur.
Dans la folie, l'ivresse plongée, la foule s'enterre, et Priam la conduit.
And then we get this music again of the introduction, and then she sings about the unfortunate king, Priam. And this is the aria proper, right on it? Now he uses the bass in dialogue with her. She talks about Coreb, her fiancé. There's a melody in the right hand here, violins, but there's these strange accents, boom. See how the music is almost dialoguing with her, not only accompanying her. Descend to eternal night, so the phrase goes down. Nobody listens to me, you don't listen to me. Actually the orchestra that finishes it. It's in a major key, so there's regret and tenderness, but listen to this chord. And she finishes pronouncing the name of her fiancé. It's fantastic. An afterthought. The aria's through, but she actually finishes. It's extraordinary. This brava, fantastic. You see, it's music that draws you in, that makes you concentrate. Bryan sings an aria where he's torn. The relationship between Dido and Aeneas becomes very, very strong indeed, and she falls madly, madly in love. Of course, at every juncture, he is reminded of his duty to found Italy and that he has to leave. And of course, the whole piece is about war and struggle, but not only of nations. It's about the internal struggle of each of us when we have tremendous decisions and tremendous choices to be made. And we get, if we can just do a little bit of the beginning. Yeah, I won't make you sing the whole thing, that's cruel. Yeah, but he can. Here we go. So this inner turmoil.
Quitter Carthage, dit-on le sait, son effroi, sa superbe l'appelot, au briser mon courage, mais je le dois, il le faut.
But I can't go.
Non, je ne puis oublier la pâleur, frappant de mort son beau
her beautiful face,
son silence obstiné, ses yeux fixes et pleins de feu sombre.
Yeah, you get the idea. This is the first part of the aria, which turns into this. When will those moments where I have to say goodbye come?
Viendra l'histoire des suprêmes adieux.
So it goes from major to minor, listen. Enormous change of harmony. Fighting against myself and against you. You feel the struggle of this. Minor, major now. Again, conflict.
Un dernier naufrage, à qui sais-je périr si je quittais Carthage sans te revoir pourtant. Un dernier naufrage, oui, puissais-je périr si je quittais Carthage sans te revoir, sans t'avoir lâcheté, mépris des droits sacrés et l'hospitalité. Non, non, rien à donner, rien à donner. Âme sublime, et par moi déchirée. dernière fois, pressette ma tremblante, arrosée tes genoux, mes larmes brillante.